Safety in the forecast, right? Lots to talk about.
Yeah.
So much going on. Rats,
Winter-like forecast.
In some places, yes. I think you are correct. Let's take a look at what's happening for the forecast. Mostly sunny to start the day. Temps are going to be right around 40 to get us going. Then as we head through the afternoon into the evening, the clouds thicken and it will get windy. Temperatures are going to be in the 50s. Friday night football right now looks fantastic. No worries for that. We are watching a lot of moisture moving northward, though. All of that moisture is going to connect up with a cold front that's sitting just north of the border. That sweeps through Saturday morning, and that will help to shove out the area of high pressure that's been sitting overhead. We're going to go hour by hour now through the whole weekend and kind of spell all of this out for you. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, temperatures in the upper 30s to right around 40. We will quickly be warming up because of our partly cloudy skies, because of our southerly breezes. And by about noon or 1, we're going to be at 50 degrees. I think tomorrow's going to be a nice day. It'll be breezy, though, and the winds will pick up as the day goes on. Temperatures in the afternoon peaking in the upper 50s. We'll kind of back things into the mid 50s for much of the evening, so that'll be the forecast for the football games. And then we'll keep an eye out for rain showers. So the football game's likely to start dry. If we end up going into some overtime, well, then we have the rain chances that starts to sneak in from the west. All of this is ahead of the front. Tomorrow night's going to be warm. We're going to hold on to temperatures in the 50s all the way through to Saturday morning. Scattered rain showers will be around. It's going to be a breezy start to the day, and those 50s will hang in there as we head into the afternoon. The cold front moves through probably late morning into early afternoon. I think this will probably speed up. A lot of times that's what will happen. But when the front comes in, a couple things are going to happen. We'll get some bursts of heavier rain, possibility of some thunder. Winds will really start to pick up and change direction, and then the temperatures go down. And in the matter of a few hours, we're probably going to be losing somewhere between 10 and 12 degrees. And you can see what happens after that. Now, keep in mind, we do have snow in the forecast, but this is that fall time of the year when we have warm ground, we have temperatures that are above freezing, but we can still have snow because of the air aloft that is very cold. Once that really chilly air moves in, not only aloft, but at the surface, now we've got lake effect going on. And this lake effect will likely put down some snow showers, heart of the snow belt areas east of Cleveland. In order to have the accumulations, you're going to have to be up high, and we're looking at elevated surfaces, probably that wet, slushy, nasty kind of stuff. Not the pretty, fluffy snowflakes. No, no. It's the nasty stuff. But by noon, all of that is outbound, and then we're off to a nice afternoon, albeit chilly. Temperatures Sunday are only going to be peaking in the low to mid 40s. Let's get into this snow thing, because I'm going to dispel a lot of rumors. It's not going to be a whiteout. You're not going to have any problems. Light accumulations, if any, about 80% of the area won't have anything. It'll be wet and slushy, and again, the high terrain areas, elevated surfaces, mostly east of Cleveland. Universal Windows Direct Outlook, upper 50s tomorrow. 50s and falling then on Saturday with that rain snow mix Saturday night into Sunday. Once we get through Sunday, then it's like nothing happens. Seasonable, sunshine, no problems. And then the rest of the extended outlook holds on to that with temperatures staying in the 50s all the way through next weekend. But we do have to contend with a few showers.
We like that last little move there. It's like a bonus. It's so cool.
It's the extended.
There we go. Thank you, Betsy.